Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanna and this is Joanna Budgets. And today I'm going to do a very frightening debt confession. I'm going to admit that I wasn't doing as well as I had thought I was doing. I was claiming to do good, and I guess I'm not gonna lie, I just wasn't. I'm So during the lean time, I was, making ends meet the best that I could. Um, I think there not I think I know there was some denials, and I'm not gonna lie, there were some things that I hid, um, and so I'm going to come clean with everything today. Um, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of ugliness, a lot of backlash. People want to, you know, I don't know. It's hard to describe the way that people react to your discretions, your misguided whatevers. It's mind blowing to me how personal people take your finances. These are my finances. I'm the one that screwed it up. I'm well aware of how terribly I've screwed it up. I don't need to be punished. I don't need to be um, yelled at. I don't need to be told that I'm a piece of crap or I need therapy. I don't need to be told that I need Jesus. These are all the things that I've been told the last few times that I've done debt confessions. And I don't need that. If you have suggestions, that's fine. I can't guarantee that I'm going to use them. If I use anything at all, um, I am in therapy. I have PTSD, not just from the incident that happened in February, but apparently I still have PTSD from when my daughter was in the car accident and a ton of things that happened when I was younger and through my young adulthood. So my brain is screwed up, riddled with PTSD. And so that's where my misfortunes with my finances has come in. Depression, PTSD, it all goes hand in hand. Um, I'm working on it. And I took the time the other day to sit down and handwrite, because normally I do it on the computer, such as this, in this manner. Um, I normally handwrite, or I normally do it on the computer, but I sat down and I handwrote it, and the reality had really kicked in for me. And I know I was in denial, and I know I wasn't being honest, and now I am. And I'm just going to lay it all out there. It really isn't anybody's business. But I want to continue, or start, I should say, or get back to, because there were times where I was very honest and very open and very forthright with what was happening in my life. And I apologize if you can hear a fan. We don't have AC. It's very warm. It's hotter hotter than snot. Um, so I need a fan. So I apologize if you can hear that. Um, anyway, when the lean times hit, I did the best that I could. Um, and right before the lean times hit, there were a few things that we did that we justified as business expenses. And while we did a few things as business expense, and the business is technically liable for those expenses, when the business isn't making money, it has to come out of the personal finances. And so they were poor choices. We've made a lot of poor choices. And I say we because my husband didn't say no. Mostly it was my idea, and he didn't say no. And I have told him at this point, if I have any more harebrained ideas, you are not allowed to go along with them, because we have to get out of this. We have to dig ourselves out of this grave that we are laying in. Our house is falling apart. And we need to get ourselves out of debt as much as possible so that we can get the house fixed. We did the kitchen, and that was one step, but I'm thinking we have some foundation issues, and so that's going to be a pretty penny, even if the insurance covers a little bit of it, or we can get some help with the VA or whatever. We're still going to have out of pocket expenses, and so instead of tacking on more debt that we can barely pay, um, we are just going to try to get some of this paid off. There will be there from my predictions and I'll go through some of that in another video. But right now, I'm just going to do the debt confession, um, and take the backlash from that, because people are gross and nasty, and yeah, I don't need that. I'm just going to let you know. I'm already in a very bad mental state, and I didn't really want to do this. I've been putting it off. I've been in denial, and I was going to wait for another few months and do it then. However, I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off and do it. So if you don't have anything nice to say, you are not wanted here. I'm just going to put that out there. If you have nothing nice to say, leave right now, because it's not wanted. And that doesn't include, um, you know, helpful information and things like that. You are more than welcome to comment helpful information and your experiences. And but anyway, you don't need to be mad at me. Is it disappointing? Sure, but it has no effect on your life whatsoever. So there's really no reason to yell at me. There's no reason to put me down. There's no reason for any of that. So I'm asking you, if you that's all you have to say, walk away, because it's not wanted here. Constructive criticism, sure. If you can be polite with it, fine. Um, there's no need to be rude. There's no need to be nasty. There's no need to be hateful. I've screwed up. I have made big, huge mistakes, and I admit it. I don't need to be beat up about it. I don't need to be thrown on the coals and stomped to death about it. It's pointless. I already know I messed up. I already know that we are in way over our heads. I already know that. I already know. I'm already beating myself up tenfold inside my head. I know. And I don't need to be reminded. I'm going to try to do this in numerical order as to when they are due. I have already gone through and canceled some subscriptions. I didn't get to Netflix in time, but we haven't used it in months. We used to use it all the time, but now we're going to cancel it. And it's under my the Roku app is under my husband's account, and I didn't think that I could get it canceled on my own, and we completely forgot to do it yesterday when he was off. So there's going to be 2 more that are canceled, but they're not on the list because they're going to be canceled. So, yeah. All right. So the first things first, the mortgage. This is a household bill. It is obviously due on the 1st. The payment is $1370.06, and then the balance on that, I'm gonna say $189. Like I said, this year is not about paying debt. This year is about just paying the bills. This year is about saving money to prepare for a time when we don't have all of the money. So this year, we're learning how to actually be faithful to our budget. This year, we are learning how to actually eat at home. This year, we are learning how to find free things to do, regardless of what's around us. So, wish me luck. As always, I love you, and I hope you have a very, very blessed day. And I'm so glad to be back, and I hope you're glad that I'm back. Bye, guys.